Around 60 million years ago, during a period known as the Paleocene, Earth was home to giant creatures like the Titanoboa. First off, let's get to know our scaly friend a bit better. The Titanoboa lived around 60 million years ago, right after the dinosaurs decided they'd had enough of this planet. This period is known as the Paleocene epoch, a time when the Earth was recovering from the mass extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs. During this time, the climate was much warmer and more humid than it is today, creating a perfect environment for giant reptiles to thrive. These colossal snakes could grow up to 42 feet long and weigh around 2,500 pounds. That's longer than a school bus and heavier than a grand piano. Just imagine encountering something of that size in the wild. It's like running into a moving tree trunk. Their sheer size would have been intimidating enough to scare off most predators and even some potential prey. Now you might be wondering, what did this giant serpent eat to get so big? Well, Titanoboa had a pretty hefty appetite. It feasted mainly on ancient crocodiles called crocodiliforms. These ancient crocs were no small fry either. Some species grew as large as modern-day crocodiles, if not larger. Imagine that, a snake so big it could snack on crocs for breakfast. But why stop at crocodiles? Titanoboa likely had a varied diet that included fish and large amphibians. Given its size, it could easily ambush a wide range of prey from the murky waters it called home. It didn't just stop there, though. Any large creature foolish enough to get too close to the water's edge was fair game. And with those massive jaws, it could swallow prey whole without breaking a sweat. Speaking of jaws, Titanoboa's jaw structure was incredibly advanced for its time. It could open its mouth wide enough to gulp down prey much larger than its head. This is similar to how modern snakes consume their meals, but on a much grander scale. Titanoboa would lie in wait, partially submerged in water, and strike with lightning speed, constricting its prey with powerful muscles. Imagine the scene. A calm, prehistoric river suddenly erupting as this gigantic snake lunges at an unsuspecting crocodile. It's the stuff of nightmares or the coolest action movie ever. Titanoboa lived in the warm, swampy regions of what is now Colombia. The area, known as the Cerrejón Formation, was a lush, tropical rainforest back then. It loved hanging out near water because moving through the water was a lot easier for its massive body. Think of it as nature's way of giving the Titanoboa a break from carrying all that weight around on land. Plus, water offered a stealthy way to sneak up on prey. Ever tried swimming with a couple of tires tied around your waist? That's how Titanoboa would feel on land. Water wasn't just a hunting ground, it was a refuge. In water, Titanoboa could move more freely and support its enormous weight. The buoyancy of water allowed it to conserve energy and stay hidden from potential threats or competitors. The dense vegetation and murky waters of the Cerrejón swamps provided perfect camouflage, making it a top predator in its environment. Titanoboa was part of the Boidae family, which includes modern boas and pythons. Unlike their venomous cousins, these snakes rely on sheer strength to subdue their prey. Imagine a boa constrictor, but on steroids. It's fascinating to think about how these ancient giants share a lineage with the snakes we know today. Boas and pythons have maintained some of the primitive features of their ancestors, such as vestigial leg bones, a little reminder of their lizard-like past. Let's talk about why everything back then was so gigantic. The prehistoric Earth had a warmer climate and higher oxygen levels, which helped creatures like Titanoboa grow to incredible sizes. Plus, there were fewer predators, so they had more time to evolve into the megafauna we know today. Picture a world where almost everything is supersized. Trees, insects, reptiles. It was like living in a land of giants. During the Paleocene, the equatorial regions were covered in dense rainforests that stretched over vast areas. This lush environment provided ample food and resources, allowing animals like Titanoboa to reach their full potential. It's like they were living in an all-you-can-eat buffet with the perfect climate to boot. So what caused the extinction of these giant snakes? Well, climate change played a big role. As the Earth cooled down, the environment became less suitable for these cold-blooded giants. Also, the rise of mammals posed new competition and threats. They just couldn't keep up with the changing times. It's like trying to wear your summer clothes in the middle of winter. Not a good fit. The gradual cooling of the Earth's climate reduced the size of tropical forests and the availability of suitable habitats for Titanoboa. Additionally, the emergence of new predators and competitors, including large mammals, made survival more challenging. Over millions of years, these factors combined to push Titanoboa to extinction. Here's an interesting tidbit. Ancient snakes like Titanoboa weren't venomous. Over time, snakes evolved to become smaller and more agile, with many developing venom as a new hunting tool. Venom allowed them to take down prey more efficiently, compensating for their reduced size. It's a classic case of work smarter, not harder. Venom evolution is a fascinating aspect of snake biology. Initially, snakes relied on constriction to subdue their prey. However, as they evolved to become more specialized hunters, venom provided a significant advantage. Venomous snakes could immobilize prey quickly and safely, reducing the risk of injury during a struggle. This evolutionary shift allowed snakes to diversify into a wide range of ecological niches. Now, let's get to the juicy part. What if Titanoboa didn't go extinct? How would our world look today with these giant snakes slithering around? First off, you can kiss your peaceful beach vacations goodbye. Titanoboa would prefer tropical climates, so places like the Amazon rainforest would be their prime real estate. Imagine going for a swim and seeing a 42-foot snake glide past you. Yeah, no thanks. But on a serious note, Titanoboa would have a massive impact on the ecosystem. They'd be at the top of the food chain, preying on large mammals and possibly even humans. Talk about a nightmare scenario. The presence of such a dominant predator would drastically alter the balance of the ecosystem, potentially leading to the decline of other large predators. In modern ecosystems, the introduction of a super predator like Titanoboa would create significant changes. Large herbivores might be forced to alter their grazing patterns to avoid becoming prey, which in turn could affect plant communities and overall biodiversity. The ripple effects would be profound, touching every level of the food chain. There are some folks out there who believe that Titanoboa might still exist, hiding in the unexplored depths of the Amazon basin. While it's a thrilling thought, there's no solid evidence to back it up. But hey, who doesn't love a good mystery? Just imagine the headlines if one were ever discovered. Giant prehistoric snake found alive? Cryptozoology, the study of creatures rumored to exist but without solid proof, often features stories of giant snakes. While these tales are more myth than reality, they capture our imagination and remind us of the mysteries that still lie hidden in the natural world. If Titanoboa were to make a comeback, it would drastically change our understanding of biology and evolution. Scientists would have a field day studying how these giants managed to survive and adapt. It could open up new avenues of research into genetics, climate adaptation, and prehistoric ecosystems. Studying a living Titanoboa would provide invaluable insights into the physiology and behavior of ancient reptiles. Researchers could learn more about the environmental conditions of the Paleocene and the evolutionary pressures that shaped these massive snakes. Such a discovery would be a goldmine for paleontologists and biologists alike. The reintroduction of Titanoboa could also lead to significant changes in the environment. They'd need a large amount of food daily, which could disrupt current wildlife populations. It's a delicate balance, and one massive snake could tip the scales dramatically. Imagine entire herds of animals migrating to avoid becoming Titanoboa's next meal. For those of you who stuck around until the end, I recommend these 2 videos for your next watch. Thanks for hanging out with me. Please support our team by liking, commenting, and subscribing for more and better content. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. And until the next video, stay curious and full of energy.